Hello everybody. Today I want to talk about the upcoming Tier 8 ships and give you a couple of thoughts I have for them, while in the background I will show you a game from the last arena season where we had a random DD game against a division of quite good players. And as you can see, one is super tester and one is a former community contributor. So they know what they have been doing, and I think this game was a quite nice fight. So back to Tier 8 and my thoughts about that. A lot of players, let's say, sort of panic at the moment. They probably won't have enough silver because these ships probably are pretty expensive. We're guessing that a tier 7 ship costs you at the moment 18 million silver, so it should be around 25 to 30 million silver for a tier 8 ship unless they rework the silver prices. So that's a lot of money, and people think, should they get these ships? And my answer is don't bother for tier 8. I say it straight. Just bother for it if you don't have anything better to do. But in my opinion, tier 8, I haven't seen it and we have to wait what's coming. But I think it's not really worth the grind. And there's a very simple reason for that. Usually you grind because you want the next level ship which comes after the grind. But with tier 8, the next level is legendary, and there is no need to get tier 8 in order to be able to drive a legendary ship, to sail a legendary ship, because the legendaries you get through the bureau. And especially if you're a medium or long-term player, you have already all ports full of legendary ships. And so what's the point grinding a tier 8 ship, because you already own the strongest ship? So there is, at the moment, as I see it, there will be no benefit in playing a tier 8 ship. Why would you play a tier 8 ship? The legendary ships will be the strongest ships, so whenever you go into matchmaking, you will have the upper hand if you play the legendary ship. And if you're going for the economy, you better stick to the tier 7 ships you already own, because in my opinion Wargaming will update the tier 7 economy, otherwise people will not be able to grind 35 million silver for a tier 8 ship. So they have to boost the tier 7 economy, probably to what tier 6 is today, so it will be a money-making economy. And having said that, in my opinion, it's much more interesting to stick to tier 7 because then you have an easier life than today, because you will only be facing tier 8s in the future and no longer you will be facing unbeatable legendary ships. So it will improve tier 7, and it will have let's say, a little bit harder life for legendary, but that you don't have to care for. So cutting a long story short, if you have the silver and if you're up for it, collect the tier 8 ships, but don't bother grinding silver for ages now just to get these ships, because you won't have any advantage. You will have the better economy in tier 7 and you will have the strongest ships in legendary, so there's really no benefit in getting a tier 8 ship. Having said that, that's my opinion for that. Leave your comments if you have a different opinion, or what are your thoughts on that, and enjoy the rest of this game. Bye bye, see you soon.